Twintuitive717. I am back with another video. I hope you guys are doing so well, and I am really excited just to share a pick a card reading with you guys today because I really want to help us all stay in that high vibration with our twin flame journey in a high frequency despite the challenges in the romantic aspects of our journey. So many of you might be just longing to communicate or just talk with your masculine. And I want to send you guys a major message. That's what they're going through right now. And I feel like it's important for the masculines to experience these deep emotions for longing for the feminine so much that you guys are like, oh my God, what's going on? Like, do I need to reach out? Do I need to communicate? And then when you do, it kind of just falls flat. It's because they're working on removing or clearing away obstacles that are in the way of you guys genuinely connecting, because like it's like frustrating for the divine feminines, but it's really frustrating for the masculines as well, in a way where they're being hard on themselves. Like they are, beating themselves up right now that they have situations that they know that they need to speak up about, and that is really, like, for a man, that is a big huge realization, right? Especially when it comes to understanding or realizing that maybe you're being taken advantage of, maybe you're not living up to your truest and authentic self, and that's a lot to deal with, right? Men like to think they have it under control all the time, and when they meet their divine feminines and there's this level of freedom within her spirit, it is a challenge for them to meet her where she is. They don't know why it's happening or why this pull is there, but it's just something that they need to kind of move towards. And many of them are, like I said, learning about the twin flame journey. They're learning what twin flames are. Maybe if they haven't discovered the term twin flames, or they don't necessarily know if they believe in the term twin flames, they're still trying to ask Google questions about other people who have had these experiences. They might just be racking their brains trying to figure out, like, why I just want to live my life and ignore this. Why does it keep coming up in such a deep way? And a lot of it is the healing work behind taking action for many of them, okay? Taking action towards your desires, what it is you actually want. For many of the masculines, they are in a space now where they're heavily thinking about the mundane aspects of, like, let's say, for example, going home from work today. There's just no excitement when they get there. And the feminine is provoking all of these thoughts, not only in like romantic love and who they want to be with spiritually and sexually, but just the life that they're living, like the wands energy, the passion in your life. And that all comes from whether they're going home to another soulmate partner, karmic partner, whatever the case may be, or even if it's just to their own time alone in space. They're feeling dissatisfaction, and they know that the only way to help shift that is by taking new action steps that are more focused on what it is they want. And when they think about that, it's frustrating because they want a life with you, divine feminine. They want to come home to a house with you. They want to start up creative projects that they want to talk to you about. They want to get your input on, because when they try to bring it up with other people, the conversation just doesn't go anywhere, because no one else is giving off this energy of there's magic in the air. You can do anything that you want to do. Let's manifest it. No one else is using language like that with him in his life. And that's why twin flames are just constantly gravitating back towards each other. It's like only you both understand the bubble that you're both living in. And sooner or later, for many of the masculines and feminines as well, but I just feel like the feminines are more fearless when it comes to just saying, okay, fine, if this is my masculine, this is where I need to be. Because we are such intuitive creatures by nature, that stuff is easier for us to do. We're able to handle the complexities of a lot of these emotions that are coming up and do the inner work. But for the masculines, guys, like, it's hard because they're not built to handle emotions like this. They're built to suppress emotions and act hard and stay tough. And that's why many of them are silent, because it's like they cannot find the words to express themselves. It feels embarrassing. It feels like there's a level of weakness if they come to you and let you know that they've been hurting. And until they're able to look that in the face and realize that emotion is a human thing, it's not a man or woman thing, they're not going to feel comfortable coming towards us for authentic communication. And by now, many of your masculines have realized like they can't hide behind a mask when they're with you. They can't pretend. They can't, you're going to pick up on stuff right away. So I just thought I'd put that message out there for you guys to understand and realize like the silence is not because they don't love you or they're moving away from the connection and all of these things. And if that is how you're feeling or thinking, then that is a signal for you to dive into some shadow work of your own and really ask yourself why it is you're feeling that way. Is there something coming up that you are afraid of? And just trust in the journey. The connection is connected by this bond that, really can't be broken, because the goal of the twin flames is to learn from each other in this lifetime. That means you guys are stuck with each other, okay? However your dynamic is unfolding, you guys will always have a place in each other's life. It's all about working out the kinks now about where that place is, all right? So I am gonna just cut the decks, guys. I'm not gonna bother with too much shuffling here. I've shuffled these cards endlessly within the last little while, and so yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and just cut the deck down the center, and we'll share messages that way just to confirm the channeling, okay? So for those of you who chose pile 1, I'm gonna start with the Light Seers deck. Let's see what your masculine is experiencing right now, or what message he may have for you. So the Queen of Pentacles. So that goes back to the feminine handling this journey in a very grounded way. There's a lot that's happening for you, Divine Feminine, and the masculine sees you in this way where it's like so much change is happening for you, so many shifts, and it's making him panic. It's making him want to claim you as his queen. Okay, you're the queen of abundance also, and abundance is not only pentacles, money, guys. Abundance is, especially with the queen energy, like the very earth energy of a woman. Like she's your mother, lover, friend, all in one. You know what I mean? Like that energy of just nurturing you and loving you and just doing everything for you. And it comes off as like so grounded. You feel so safe and comfortable with her. And for many of the masculines, they ran from you in this group. If you were attracted to this card, you are maybe you're an earth sign. It doesn't have to be. Maybe you just are grounded in yourself in this way. But what your masculine loves about you is that when he came towards you and he felt this energy of someone being very grounded, someone that can take care of your needs without you even having to spell anything out, that scared him, because it's everything he's ever wanted and also everything he's never gotten the chance to experience. He's yearned for it and longed for it, and then other relationships that he's been in, it just has not delivered in that way. And now that the Divine Feminine is here, this is what's causing this upheaval in his life, guys. He's comparing you to his current karmic partner. He's comparing you to the life that he's living right now without you being there. And all of it has to do with your worth, your authenticity. And again, that whole energy of the masculines, like, loving themselves in a way where they're feeling valuable, like they deserve to have the Queen of Pentacles. If you found her, then go and claim that energy. Go and claim your woman, your lady. And that is what he's, at this time doing. And in a little way, he's just like, look at her, how she's grounded. It's like she knows the truth. She trusts it. She has everything she needs. This is a woman who can give wise counsel, who she doesn't get tired easily because she's so grounded. It's like everyone kind of leans on her. She's like the rock energy. And so, you're asking him about like, what do you want, masculines? Like, and if you really want it, then it starts with self-love. It starts with feeling abundant within yourself. And once you start feeling abundant within yourself, believe me, you will have no issue obtaining your desires or going after her, reaching out, communicating, and not feeling the fear of losing, okay? Because when we have the Pentacles energy, we know that we have everything we need. Even if we were to lose it, we know how to start from scratch again, okay? That's the energy that he's wanting to get into. Many of them are wanting to get into this place as well because they look to you, Divine Feminine, as the strength. You have the ability to walk away and create something new. But just because you've walked away doesn't mean that you've left something in shambles. Like, even if the Divine Feminine is walking away from a situation, she's still left it in the most beautiful form possible. And that's where he wants to get to. He wants to be able to leave his family, for example, in peace, in a state of abundance, and then move towards you. And that's a really good energy to come up with Queen of Pentacles card here, because you're setting that example, right? And many of the twin flames face these dynamics. It's like you're married or you have kids and you meet, and it's really helping you to shift and grow into the most authentic version of yourself, where we're being forced, guys, like as the twin flames of the planet, we're being forced to look at situations that occur for the world on a whole and approach it in the most loving, healthy, peaceful way possible. And that is our lesson here. That's what we're meant to share with the world. So divorce, for example, if you have children, it's not meant to go about the way that society usually does it with programming, where it has to be bitter, it has to be an affair or a secret, and the kids have to suffer. No, everyone is being forced into being honest, being truthful, no matter what the consequences are. But as long as we're being truthful and authentic to what it is we're going through and feeling, that is how it is supposed to go for the entire world. And twin flames are here to set that example. Okay, so a really great message there for group 1. So let's see what else is going on with the masculines. Hi, my love. How are you? She's hearing the birds outside, guys. They are everywhere. We're getting really nice spring weather here in Toronto. So yeah, I don't know if you guys can hear it or not, but she's definitely attracted to the sound. Hi, my sweet angel. Okay. So let's go ahead and get a card here for group 2. So this is the Manara Erotic Tarot. So it could be like a sexual message, like just what is the masculines in this group going through right now in terms of, you know, their sexuality, longing for the feminines. Okay, let's see. Oh, Mega's jumping on my shoulders. Okay, so we have the Knight of Cups coming up. Let me just move these things out of the way in case she wants a seat. There we go. Would you like to sit down? All right, so we have our Knight of Cups coming up here. Now, I feel romantic energy from this card. You know, the Knight of Cups here are really feeling emotional right now. These are the masculines that are just wanting the opportunity to hold you close. They're, you know, entering the water and feeling what it is they're feeling towards you, Divine Feminine. And I'm getting for many of them, it's like they have no choice. It's a state of surrender now. And this might even be a water sign, but, you know, they're surrendering to the idea that they just love to love you. You know, they want to love on you. They want to be there. And they're sick and tired of fighting it, is what I get with the Knight energy. They're open and ready to communicate, to take action, to reach out. And those in this group as well, you know, kind of like the first message from the, kind of like the first message from the Light Seers deck, like a lot of them are paying attention to like the routines in their life. And, you know, maybe this might even be in romantic relationships or just relationships in general, friends with benefits, whatever the case is. It just is no match for what they feel for their feminines. Hey guys, sorry, Mega just needed some of her cuddling and she went off on her way. But yeah, like I was saying with the Knight of Cups energy here, the spark that the masculines have felt with the feminines, it can't be undone. And they will continuously find themselves in situations where the spark, the feeling, the desire that is everything they've ever wanted, you know, is not there with anyone else. And now it's time to surrender to all of their emotions. That's why he's in the water. And I love that the lily pad is on his shoulder, because for me, it kind of represents him diving into the water and resurfacing now. And that's what many of them have done by connecting with you, even if they've ghosted or disappeared or not communicating. A lot of that non-communication has to do with acceptance around the idea that you met someone and they've ignited that feeling of love within you. And if it's never happened before, well, it's happened now and you can't continue to run from it. You have to face it. And so I feel like the Knight of Cups in this reading, or for this particular masculine, is spending time in silence in their man cave, wherever they are, and facing up to it, facing your emotions, allowing yourself to feel what it is you feel, even if it's bringing up emotions that make you feel a little bit on the darker side: regret, fear, worry, not feeling like you are worthy enough, you know. So for these masculines, I would just give them the space, guys. That's the only thing you really can do, because, you know, being in the energy of wanting an answer or needing some kind of outcome, or, you know, wanting communication when the other person is not ready, the only thing you can do is just allow time and space to take its course And, when they are working on healing, it's usually a signal for us to work on healing as well, even if it's just holding space. All right. So that wraps up the message for those of you who chose that deck, which was the Manara Erotic Tarot. And I'll do the last card from the Tarot of Sexual Magic, and we'll see what this group of masculines are going through or have to say. All right. Okay, so we got the Devil card here coming out. Now, naturally with the Devil card, we can get scared because it does trigger a lot of negative emotions sometimes, or just the feeling of like, oh my God, they're off doing something that's like devious or, not true. But actually the Devil card brings up those things in our lives that we're involved with, that we're chained to, that is making us feel dissatisfied in life. For me, the Devil card, I think is a beautiful card to come up, because sometimes we need to have that epiphany or that aha moment that, wait a second, how am I contributing to feeling chained or feeling stuck? And this is an important realization for many of your masculines to have in order to get into the energy of the night, to take action towards their desires. That's why many of them will connect with you and then disappear, because they're facing tower moments after they connect with you. The feeling that you give them, the conversations that come up, when they go back to their reality or their life, whether it's with another partner or, back to their own place, they put like a huge microscope under their life, and it just feels different. Everything feels different when they connect with their twin flame. And the deeper and deeper the bond goes, the more these energies tend to resurface. The Devil card for me is the beginning of healing taking place. Usually after the Devil energy, you'll find that there is the Hermit, the Hanged Man. It puts us into a place of feeling like shame, embarrassment, regret, unworthiness. And so, don't be scared of this card, guys. Just know that it's a beautiful energy to come up when we want to make a change in our life, for example, but we can't make changes unless we take responsibility and accountability. So if this card is coming up for you in your connection and you're not in communication with your partner and you're feeling like, oh my goodness, some stuff is going down, or maybe you might even be making changes in your life or feeling like you need to do shadow work or inner work, it's a mirror effect. Whatever is happening for you both on this journey is being brought up, so that way you guys can heal it for once and for all, because you don't want to take it into the relationship with each other, right? Like this might even be a masculine. Let's say, for example, he's very jealous and possessive. He's the type of masculine that doesn't want his woman working, is not comfortable with her having male friends. And then he comes across his feminine and she's this big ball of light. And he's like, whoa, I could never bring that type of behavior to the table, because there's just no way I would ever want this person to see me like this. So, that's just the gist of it, guys. Like, that's why when you guys have conversations that come up and, you might say something that might trigger your masculine, it's for him to heal. Like, you might, say something that you did over the weekend and it might trigger jealousy out of him. Like, it's for him to move out of those fears or those lower vibrational ways of being that doesn't make him feel confident. It doesn't make him feel worthy. And he wants to appear sexy and confident and like he has everything in control in front of you. But sometimes, because you're his divine feminine, you will trigger those very feelings or those very aspects of him where he's just not there yet. And so it just all of a sudden now he feels naked in front of you, and it doesn't feel very good, right? That's why he's holding that big, huge object in his hand there. It's like really looking at his masculinity in this light that needs healing. It needs to be looked at. Many of the masculines in this energy, when they get to the Devil, ask themselves like, what it means to be masculine, what it means to be a divine masculine. All right, so if you guys are getting that type of energy around you, take it as a good thing. Don't be scared of the Devil card. The Devil card, again, like I shared in the community post, a lot of the challenges and darker times are necessary for us so that we can make the changes. We don't want to continue on in certain patterns and behaviors if we know that it's bringing us dissatisfaction or misery. Our counterparts will often bring up these things in our lives, and That's why many of us will feel like, you know, the minute you meet your twin flame, your life all of a sudden feels like it's falling apart. Yeah, it's falling apart so that way you can rebuild it in the best way possible. Okay? I love you guys. I hope this reading resonated with you. Take care of yourselves. And yeah, I will speak to you soon. Okay? I love you guys. And, you know, like I mentioned, diligently working on the video series coming up for you guys with my husband. Okay? And yeah, it'll be interesting to see what comes up with that, or what comes out of it. All right, guys, I love you. Take care. Speak to you soon. Bye.